Okay.
Hi, Scott.
Hey, good morning. Getting closer.
Almost done with this stuff.
A little over 2 weeks.
Well, early voting starts in Texas tomorrow, so.
Got my other hat on.
Ah, that's cute. I like that one.
I'm electing Gus's dad. In my Kamala shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Put out those vibes.
That's right.
Yeah, there's massive, from what I've seen on clips and whatnot. Hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
Can you read it on Wisconsin debate? Oh, I didn't even know they had the debate. I gotta find that Tammy and Horby debate.
Well,
in Wisconsin. I didn't even know they had it. Horby lies like crazy.
mm-hmm.
Normal Republican, right? Well, anyway, I'll start. If the debate already happened, Scary Godmother, let me know. Okay, Cece had a question.
Mm-hmm.
Making sure I didn't miss any before we get rolling.
Okay, no, it's hard. Once we get talking, it gets hard.
Yeah. Baltic countries. Maria, I'm disgusted by the signs for 45 in upstate New York. Vets for Trump. Yeah, that's horrible. It's so wrong. Me too. I'm probably going to go Tuesday after work. First day.
I'm going tomorrow morning, first thing.
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday, Kamala Harris.
They met a day ago. Hovde and Baldwin met a day ago in debate.
On Friday night or Saturday?
It said a day ago, and it was dated.
No, I'll have to see if I can find a clip and listen to it, watch it.
It's on the Fox News in Milwaukee.
Okay, I'll look that up.
And also ABC News has it out on their web thing, if you want to go.
So if folks didn't see it, you and Celtic Sheila checked in all the...
That's true.
Rates. You had a 3-part series, and
yeah, I did it. That took 2.5 hours to do. That's why I split it into 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched it all. And I wrote down the ones you guys were unsure about. So I thought maybe we'd check on them, a few of them quick.
Okay. Did you want to do rods or cards?
You had all these listed here. Who the ones are. The only one wasn't listed was Nebraska's special.
No, it was listed.
No, the special. There was 2.
Yeah, there's 2 Nebraskas. There's an SP.
Oh, there it is on there. Love and Ricketts. My bad. My bad.
Trust me, it took me 3 hours to do that list because nowhere could I find a list of all of them in some sort of copyable way. So I went to Ballotpedia and got a list of all the states that had senators, and then went into their state.
Oh, you already edited it.
Mm-hmm.
Which you guys got, or you were thinking, or whatever already.
Oh, yeah, we laid cards. And if you watch the show, we keep switching decks because the decks got real tired of getting asked that question.
Right. Oh, okay.
And if anybody would like the raw copy of that so they can keep their own checklist, you can write me at crystaldirections.nancyjean@gmail.com and I'll send it to you. Because it exists nowhere. My son's a campaign consultant. When he got it, he was so excited he couldn't stand still.
Did you hear about the Arnold Palmer thing?
No.
45 went on at a rally about Arnold Palmer's size.
Oh no. You know, I'm gonna be so happy. I could not believe when that one debate among the Republicans devolved down into who had the bigger dick. I'm sorry. I mean, size does not always matter.
About as good as his dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Oh great. 45 scheduled to attend the Steelers game.
Oh, you know, people aren't being polite anymore. He got booed at the Al Smith dinner.
Yeah, it feels the same. You're gonna see boos if he stands, waves or whatever. He's not liked. It's gonna be fine. But yeah, what the heck? We'll see what 3 cards say.
On who?
She wanted to know how it's gonna go for
Baldwin and Hovde?
no Trump at the Steelers game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just that quick.
Yeah, we're not going to spend more than 3 cards on this.
No, since you wanted to ask it.
I've spent way too many cards on that man already.
I feel the energy is about the same everywhere. You go somewhere, you know, like that, you will get booed.
He's not terribly fondly thought of in Pittsburgh, I don't think. So.
Yeah, people are going to show him the truth. I don't know. I get the moon. That's all. That feels like the old.
This is the only card I need to show you, Scott.
3 of Swords. Is that what it is?
Yeah. He rides in thinking I'm the knight in shining armor, and he gets met with the 3 of Swords. And the opening card was, you should have stayed home. You'd be better off staying home.
Yeah, so I got to start out with the moon, so it's like he's gone cuckoo. Ace of Swords feels like the booing, and he'll hear it with the Page of Wands. So there's no love there. I don't know why he even goes this stuff. It's kind of like him coming out and waving to nobody. Okay. The Univision Town Hall was great.
They should have those guys be in the White House press room.
And that's why he's canceling everything.
Well, you know, what he said. He said, well, you know, it's that language thing. They don't speak our language. And the Univision thing. I about spit my coffee across the room.
It doesn't get enough in the atmosphere where it should go. The Univision stuff.
It gets to people who need to hear it, though. Gets to Hispanics, because do you realize that 4 years ago, they spent more money on just Spanish-speaking stations in Florida than the Democratic Party spent on all of its outreach. So,
yeah, that was a good, sweet darling. That was good. So he can't go in any town halls anymore, you know.
No.
They're canceling them because he can't answer nothing. So they're trying to avoid all that.
We're running out of dance music.
Collapse. Okay. All right, let's do a few Senate races quick.
Okay.
Who leaked? Okay. I had some banners. Hopefully I got them. Let's start with this one.
North Dakota Christensen versus Kramer.
North Dakota, you had it here. Yep, Christensen, Kramer.
I saw the Democrat, but Sheila saw the Republican.
Kramer is the
Republican incumbent.
Incumbent. What deck? I haven't used this deck in a long time. Okay.
The way we did it, Scott, was we did a line for the Republican and a line for the Democrat.
Okay. I'll shuffle for Christensen, North Dakota.
Okay, and the R got.
Okay, 1.
That's close.
Okay, and Kramer. 3 cards for Kramer. Kramer versus Kramer.
Mm-hmm. The one I'm really interested in is one in Nebraska where the independent ran against the whack-out Republican.
Aren't they all though?
Well, I mean, yeah, but this one's even.
Okay.
What'd you get?
So I start out Christensen. I just did 3 cards, shuffling each. So I start out with a death card.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's a new beginning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, since it's beginning.
It's a
Because
change.
if it was the end, then she would be done, or him, or whoever. Then I have 10 of cups.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, wait a minute. Caps. Caps are coins, 10 of coins.
Mm-hmm.
So starting something new, bringing in traditions, and then I have judgment.
Mm-hmm.
Judgment, it could be good, but being judged. Then for Kramer, I have Ace of Caps, which is Ace of Coins, prosperity.
Mm-hmm.
9 of Bats is 9 of Wands. So something's being blocked there. There's some issues. And then 6 of Balls is Swords. Moving on.
Mm-hmm.
They're both pretty good.
That's what I kept getting is that that's why, but for me this time,
Okay.
Dem got the Knight of Wands, moving on, thinking things through clearly. He's being very well received. People really like him. But the party's not quite there. So it's not quite done. Now, for the Republican, I got the High Priestess turned upside down. I think they know all the tricks that are being played. But he also has the Knight of Cups. So there are people who think kindly towards him. And he ends up with the 6 of Cups, which could be being in a happy place where he feels comfortable, or going home and being with the family. That infamous thing, politician, I'm going to spend more time with my family. That's kind of what Sheila and I got. You can't really, they both look okay, and just have to let that one play out.
I pulled 2 more for each. I got Temperance and 4 of Coins for Christensen.
Mm-hmm.
So got a good message.
Yeah.
4 of Coins can be being there in the House, mm-hmm. or in the Senate, you know. Mm-hmm. And then Kramer, 4 of Wands, part of the community, and then 4 of Cups.
Okay.
The 4 of Cups is still thinking about stuff, so there's no clear answer here that I can get here. It seems close, and people like both. Amazing.
When I use the dowsing rods, I get Christensen.
Wow, that would be.
Christensen, okay, let's see if they'll do it again. When they cross, it means yes. Okay, Christensen. They crossed. Go back.
Yeah.
Kramer. They're going out. That's my no.
Democrat Christensen wins the Senate. It's crossing to a yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Will Kramer hold on to his seat? It's not really moving, but it's starting to go to a no.
Mm-hmm. That's what it did for me. It's a close change, but I think the change is in the.
That's crazy.
I know.
If anything, the message is going to get out there. I think Chris is running a good race.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! What did I just delete? I deleted the wrong one.
What'd you delete? Oops. Nebraska. Oh.
Osborne and Fisher.
Yeah, we got Osborne and Fisher. We got the independent one.
Osborne.
Mm-hmm.
The Republican polls have Fisher up 4, but Osborne internal polling and their ground game says he's up 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
Those
the Dems
polls
poured
seem
more
to
money
lie
in there.
the other side.
Dems have been seeing something because they poured more money in there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, 3 cards for Osborne. The independent. 3 cards for Osborne.
Cut the cards. Okay, tell me I didn't cut the cards. I'm gonna get the little deck.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 3 cards for Fisher. Corey wants to make sure we check on the Tennessee race.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll stop at 30 minutes and then take the other questions. Whatever we get to on the Senate in 15 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, well, we got the sun.
Okay.
Oh, it's really rough on the ground for both of them right now. But this is my Osborne. He's getting freed from a lot of the preconceptions about him, even though they tried to stall his race out. But look at his out card, Scott. That's yes.
Oh, wonderful.
And for her, I got 3 reverses.
Wow.
2 of Swords upside down. People finally making up their mind. They don't like the way she's behaved, and they think it's time for her to move on. So,
yeah, I'm going to clarify with 1 cut. Osborne, I got the Magician, Justice, and the Knight of Wands. All great cards for him to win.
Yeah.
Clarified is 3 of Coins.
Mm-hmm.
Building leadership.
Right.
For Fisher, the Fool, Knight of Swords, and 8 of Cups. Walking away. And a clarifier of 9 of Coins. Yeah, 9 of Coins. So she got the financial backing, but 8 of Cups is walking away. So
yeah, the Rons just did. Second, I said Osborne's name, they went together. Second, I said Fisher's name, they went. Pew! So
excellent. These hold true. We're going to keep the Senate for sure.
Yeah, because we'll get looking at races we weren't even thinking we had a chance.
Oh, yeah. Who would ever believe Nebraska or North Dakota would have a chance?
Who the same people that didn't believe Texas had a chance last?
Okay. We know this one. Johnson and what's her name?
That's why I did this.
Miss Hare.
Yeah. Osborne. No,
Gloria Johnson and
Blackburn.
Blackburn, yeah.
I'm just going to do the rods. I'm not going to. My hands hurt. Actually, one of my wrists has got real bad arthritis today. So, which one are you going to do first, kiddo?
All right, let's show you the rods quick.
Who are we doing first?
Gloria Johnson. Gloria Johnson gonna win.
Right across.
I'm getting a yes.
Okay.
Marsha Blackburn winning the Senate. It's going no.
It's not going in. It's for sure not going. It's not. Oh, it's moving out now. It's figured out who she is. Oh, now it really doesn't like her. It's spinning.
All right. I'll do my split.
Okay, do your
I'm
split.
just gonna cut instead of shuffle.
Yeah.
Okay. Gloria Johnson. Gloria Johnson. One card is 2 of cups.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. And one card for Blackburn. Cut. Is 3 of cups. Not good. You gotta keep going.
Well, maybe
One.
she'll be happier when she's out.
Yeah, I know. Gloria. 4 wands. Being part of the community, unity. And Blackburn. Ace of swords. Double-edged sword.
Clarity. She'll get some clarity about what she's doing.
One more for Blackburn.
Okay.
Jesus. And one more. It's not really.
It does.
it's
She'll
gonna
know
be
when
close.
we're doing this. There were times that just didn't want to talk to us. So
Yeah, I mean, what I'm getting just randomly pulling cards is pretty close. Because I get the star for Blackburn, the last cut, and then I get the sun for Gloria. So
sun outshines the stars.
it's going to be close. Yeah, the sun is more powerful than the star.
Mm-hmm.
As far as cards go, it's close. I wouldn't expect anything other. Okay. Sherrod Brown. Start with the rods. What the heck?
Okay.
Sherrod Brown. Sherrod Brown winning.
He went right across. He just went right across from me.
Getting a yes. Bernie Marino. Bernie Marino winning the Senate.
I just went no.
It's going
They're
no.
spinning. They're spinning. They don't like him either. And you guys, if you think I can spin this is suspended in a wooden thing. I can't do anything, not even with body temperature.
Okay, let's try the random cut quick. Sherrod Brown. First one, 9 of cups. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Sherrod Brown, second one. 6 of coins.
Yeah, I got the 6 of coins and I got the 9 of pentacles.
And the King of Swords. Okay. Random cut for Bernie Marino. Ace of Wands. We've got some energy behind
Clarity. Could be what's coming to get him.
4 of cups. No, 5 of cups. Loss. And the last one for Bernie Marino. Justice. Bernie Marino loses according to that cut.
Very good. That's what Sheila and I had gotten to. Oh, actually, no, yeah, that Sheila and I didn't split on that one.
23. Hey, we got 7 minutes yet to knock out a few more.
What other senators are we asking about?
Let's see. Nevada.
Oh, that's Rosen and Brown.
Brown. Grab the rods.
Rosen. They're crossed.
Rosen winning the Senate. Rosen winning the Senate. It's crossing.
Mm-hmm. Mine crossed immediately.
Is Brown winning the Senate in Nevada?
Brown gonna win the Senate in Nevada.
Mine are kind of slow, but they're going out.
No, mine just did the circle again. Bye.
What is the circle?
They go out like they're going to say no, and they come all the way back around, and they start doing this. They're like,
oh, okay. Jackie Rosen, 3 cards. Ooh. 5 of coins. Is she having funding problems?
He's had a lot of money poured in there.
Okay. Jackie Rosen with the Emperor. And then the Knight of Swords. Okay. Brown. King of Cups.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. 6 of Swords. He could be moving away.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one is 8 of Wands. I need some clarity because that would show it's close.
Okay, let me see what I can pull in.
Randomly grab clarifiers.
I'm looking just for brown. I got Hierophant upside down.
That's good. That's good.
I got illusions and delusions around him. And the third break is, he's not in 9 of Pentacles reversed. So it's not looking good for him.
Clarifiers. I got 7 of Swords for brown and 6 of Cups. And so he's not one to be trusted.
Mm-mm.
And then a 9 of Wands. That's like defending your territory or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Ace of Swords. So close, but it still feels with this spread that Jackie can bring that to home.
Bring it home in the end.
I guess if the 6 of Swords came through with brown at the end of the read, he would probably be winning, but it could be going away too.
Yeah.
Since it came in earlier.
Yeah.
So tough call. A lot of these are going to be close. Gabby got brown losing. Good, good, good. True, true, Kathy. Crazy to lose that incumbent.
Oh, today's Kamala Harris's birthday.
Yeah. Did we do tester today? I don't
No.
think. No. Okay. We can look at that one again.
Okay.
It's always been a close one too.
Mm-hmm.
John Tester. John Tester.
Going to win. I got yes.
Yep. It flipped yes.
Okay. Yeah.
She
gonna win.
In the Senate. Is Tim Sheehy gonna win the?
Well, my left-handed one went all the way out. My right-handed one is saying we're not talking.
It didn't know. God, wouldn't that be amazing? All these.
Mm-hmm. All these bazillionaires went in there. Marianne did rods to do all of her election things for the U.S. yesterday, and she got into a question about Trump's Alzheimer's, and it said yes, he has Alzheimer's. Are his doctors telling him her rods wouldn't move? Is his family talking about it? The rods didn't move. Is this campaign after but the 4th or 5th one? She said it's literally as if someone put a piece of plexiglass between the 2 rods. They were staying so still.
Oh, wow.
She said, I'm getting out of this energy. I don't like it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we all know he has the same thing his dad had. It's just, I think he's getting medicated. Whatever it is.
It's not working.
Well, I mean, it delayed it.
Yes.
Whatever's out there in the land to help Alzheimer's, dementia, he's probably getting. Yeah, every once in a while, people catch that he's got like Band-Aids and stuff on his hand and whatnot. Mm-hmm. It's got to be an IV. So unless he's falling all the time. But oh yeah, Cece, we just I was just mentioning that there's more. The park ranger came out again and talked about it out in the public that she lied about that. So maybe that's getting out in the atmosphere to help Tester bring it home.
Okay, what else we got?
Excellent, Monica.
And there is a lot of people just won't tell anybody who they're going to vote for anymore, and I don't blame them. We did Rosen and Brown.
Oh, I want to do this one. This will be the last one.
Okay.
Because then it'll be 30 minutes, and then we can get to other things. Delaware, Rochester. They're both new, right?
That's why I did the handy dandy little sheet. Yes, they are both new.
Rochester is a woman, I believe.
I have that I didn't write down because I didn't want to appear
I'm pretty
sexy.
sure I looked it up, and Henson, because I read both of them.
Mm-hmm.
I had no clue either. And then Henson is a moderate Republican.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a crazy, so you could, make it an interesting race.
But I had heard that they really, and I didn't spell Delaware, or you did.
The who?
ELA, where there's an extra A in there. You've got
Oh, I spelled it wrong. My bad.
Okay.
I
I may have done it wrong on the sheet too. Nope, I should spelled it right.
Rochester winning the Senate race. Is Rochester winning the Senate race in Delaware? It's not moving. Okay. Henson.
No, I got Rochester, yes. Now go Henson.
Is
Henson going to win the Delaware race? Well, he's not as crazy as the other ones because he's not getting the spinnies.
Mine are dead.
Rochester again. I did Rochester again. Yeah, they're still working. So
mine didn't move for either, so I don't know. Okay. But your rods felt
yes, for the Dem and no to the Republican.
Okay. I'll try a couple pulls again. The cards. Okay. Rochester. First random. Ooh. 5 of swords. Icky.
For Rochester?
Yeah, the first random. Judgment.
Oh, they probably are trying to steal it from her.
And then Ace of Swords.
Okay.
Interesting on the woman. Okay, now for Henson. Just randomly cutting. The Hierophant. Uh-oh. The Sun. Ooh, I'm getting Henson.
You're getting Henson to be a winner? I mean, it happens.
And
we make mistakes, guys.
And 7 of coins. It's voting. According to my random pool, the moderate Republican wins. Something to check on again.
Well,
so my rods didn't even move for this race.
This why took Sheila and I 2.5 hours to do the whole list of 34, because there should only be 33, but there's 34 because there's 2 races in Nebraska. And one guy died, and then they put somebody in his place. And now
that was the guy that retired or resigned, and went to University of Florida.
Oh,
that I can't remember his name right now. So that's the open seat. Well, he already either resigned from Florida or was fired because he was embezzling money from Florida.
God, well, better have him fired from Florida and out of the race. But anyway, yeah, there was a special race. So that's why when I wrote him out, I found out. I didn't know there was.
Oh, yeah. Well, not embezzling. Yeah, Ben Sass. He's already gone.
Oh, oh, good. Well, good for Ben.
He's already gone. It wasn't technically embezzling, I guess, but, well, in a sense it is, but.
Well, it's really, universities are so tied up with how they can handle foundation money and other stuff, because that's the area my daughter works in. She's one of the gatekeepers on that stuff, and she has to know all these laws and all these things. And in the state of Texas, you cannot be a vendor for the state of Texas if you owe child support, if you owe any back taxes, or if you have any outstanding fines. And they'll have people put vendors up and they'll say, you can't use them. And they'll fight about it and everything else. But man, and other states are that's one way they pull in the money they can't find otherwise. You just can't run around and do business.
Yeah. So through an auditing, I guess they found all this extraordinary travel expenses.
Right. And any of that stuff, they have really, I mean, Florida may be a crazy state, but they're all universities sort of ran on the same. And if Texas is still following the rules, guys, then you got to know. Everybody saw
I
it.
guess he hired a bunch of friends, and they weren't even in Florida. They were in D.C. and he was
See,
paying
you
them good
can't do
money.
that either. You can't if you're the governor. You can hire people to run our power grid until it's broken. But
Oops.
will Jack Smith go after the Congress after the election? Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. We were saying yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, there you go, Carol. Ben Sass was living large and having grand old parties on university funds.
Yep. Universities don't like
people.
that.
I hope he gets charged. The university sues him for.
No, they're too busy chasing Mickey Mouse.
Okay. What's gonna happen? The special counsel go after the congressman.
Congress, the Senate and the Senate and House after the thing.
We've always gotten yes.
Who do we have? Yes. It's upside down in soulmate and connection space, which is the Two of Cups. This is bad times for them. They're going to be in heavy burden gardens. Watch me while I work is Jack Smith, and he's a provider of authority and charm. And what he's basing his stuff on, he's using all the developments, contracts, and contacts that he had against them. All of the emails and all the shit he's had all along that.
Okay,
that's a big fat 5-card total explanation of why they've held off and what they're coming in with.
So yeah, in the past, he did the thorough investigation of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it comes up with the devil and 10 of cups and 10 of coins.
Mm-hmm.
The whole team involved.
Yep.
Everybody. Yeah, in the devil. January 6th. And then I have the King of Swords.
Mm-hmm.
This is in the current. So here's Jack Smith.
Mm-hmm.
The Moon, they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And then the umpire of swords is Page of Swords. So the umpire in this deck is a page. Page of Swords.
Mm-hmm.
New. Bringing in new things. Getting
You're
ready to
stuff we don't know about.
Ready to bring in the new things. Moving forward, the 6 of gloves is the 6 of cups. Everything these people did in the past. 4 of bats is 4 of wands. People in the house or that community. 5 of gloves is the loss.
That's 5 of cups.
5 of cups. There will be losses in the house. They're going to go for it. Outcome. The fool. Taking that leap of faith, he's going to do it. No holds barred. 7 of balls. I think that's 7 of swords. Oh, the deceit, the lies, what they tried to do.
Aren't balls pentacles?
Balls are swords.
Okay.
In the baseball deck.
Okay.
Death. Ending to them. High priestess. It feels like what they did. Bringing in the rule of law, the karmic debt, that kind of thing. So death to them. Yes, death to them. On the bottom of the deck, I had the world. It's like the culmination of everything. They're going to bring it all in. The world is expanding. It's enormous. So
yeah, I don't Kamala doesn't strike me as the sort of president that's going to come in and say, "Oh, we don't want to make America be all at war with each other." They're ready to go to war with us. They're shooting at people trying to deliver aid to their own neighbors. I mean, granted, it's easy for me to speak. I'm a little old lady who lives in her condo in Texas and doesn't walk around in the woods with guns. But I really hope they do, because I remember I was in my 20s when Nixon got his stuff. You don't have Cruz's name in there. You should have seen Cruz's name when Colin Allred really threw out, and when the truth comes out about January 6th, the look on his face. He said, "You know, you shouldn't be in there." And the look on his face was not.
Culverville, Loudermilk, Perry, Jordan, Lee, and Johnson. Well, there was what? Denver Riggleman said there was what? 40 some?
Yeah, we've seen 42. We've seen 38 out of the House.
Yeah.
And I think we saw the senators, all of them. And there's
we were getting about 35 or so.
Yeah, and the senator that's dad used to be with the Libertarians, and I can't think of his name. He's such a jerk. He's completely gone into hiding. That's in Tennessee or over there. Oh, by the way, guys, I saw it clear as day. It was one of those things where I see a headline about Putin being assassinated, and I couldn't figure out why. And then last night on the British Times radio, which I listen to, they have a really good Russian reporter. He said that they're making the highborn, the people who've avoided having to sign up for the army, they're sending the officers to their house and signing them up for the army. The privileged, the upper class in Russia Putin's about to draft them into the army. He's gone.
Wow.
He's gone. I mean, well, Jeffrey lives in Mexico City.
Yep.
His apartment burned down and he was going to Mexico anyway. And he went on vacation and he never came back. But he said he meets so many Russians in Mexico. And he's had a lot of them stay at he does a B&B. So they stay there for a couple nights while they're getting oriented to the city and figure out where they want to go. And he said, all of them have money. They all have, he can tell that they're just kind of really, and they walked away from really good gigs in Russia. And he said, and there's more and more of them all the time. And he said, he's starting to wonder if there's anybody left in Russia, I said, the ones who can't get out. So,
yeah, did you hear that North Korea sent soldiers over?
Yeah, they're dressed in Russian uniforms.
They're the border.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Ukrainian journalist guy I follow on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
He showed the video of a Ukrainian drone blew up a barracks housing a whole bunch of them.
I feel sorry for them, but
a whole bunch of them are gone.
Well, the other thing is, what we don't see in our press often enough, Ukraine controls 900 villages in southern Russia, and it grows every day. How many more they control? And the people there aren't fighting back about them being there. They're like giving them food. They're like, get rid of course, where they entered into Russia is immediately adjacent to Ukraine. So they all consider each other. It's not like they're in Siberia, and they do have their little, just like we have North and South and East and West and Midwestern and Texas and Oklahoma, they have their little division lines. If we invaded Oklahoma, nobody'd feed us. But anyway, it's a different, and that's the part of the war that you never hear about over here. But I was shocked when they said they control 900 villages, and then I saw it's a Swiss news site. They had a map and they had them all pinpointed, and I went, God, they really have 900 villages. Of course, Russia's like Texas. Nobody has any idea of how big it really is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was also a guy, I can't remember who it was, but he was in charge of like an oil company or something.
Yeah.
And it was reported that there was a $50 billion loss or something
Mhm.
like that, or 50 million. I think it was billion.
It could be billion. They've blown up a couple of refineries. It could be.
Well, he fell out of a window.
Oh,
So yeah, another.
Russians seem to be so allergic to gravity.
Yeah, so the Kremlin didn't like the losses, I guess, and he fell out a window.
It's like it's his fault.
The Kremlin way. So you throw on this with Putin fear?
Not the Kremlin way, it's Putin's way.
Well, Lavrov too.
Well,
They're all in the same boat.
mhm.
Mendeleev or whatever his name is. They're all the same.
Well, the ones
They
that
need to
are
get rid
still
of it.
walking around need to grow a pair and do something about them.
How much does Trump fear Putin spilling secrets? Okay. I got the Hermit, Page of Wands, and Knight of Wands. I think that's a fear right there. So the Page of Wands is that speaking out. Knight of Wands is probably what they did. That's action or that inspired energy of doing something. The Hermit is reflecting what I did, kind of that looking in the mirror feeling. And then I have 5 of Coins, 8 of Swords, and the King of Wands. So the complete loss, the struggle is like, oh my God,
Mhm.
I could lose everything on spilling it. He's stuck with the 8 of Swords.
Mhm.
He has to do what he has to do. King of Wands is bringing out the intelligence or whatever. And in the end, ooh, we got a possible fleeing moment with the Chariot.
Where's he going to flee to?
I don't
He can
know.
flee to North Korea. That's about it.
It's probably the thought. I don't think he can, but my 4 of Coins I have on there being locked up.
Mm-hmm.
And Chariot is vehicles, movement, fleeing, possibly, and then an offer. So he may have an offer somewhere. I don't believe he would get away, but there is a thought there.
Okay.
What do you think?
You asked the question, what I flashed on is, what are the oligarchs going to sell to save their own necks when Putin's gone? After that tower moment, they're going to use whatever they can, and this is the Knight of Swords. They're going to move whatever they can to try and win favor with other things to find a better way ahead. So what I think is going to happen, it's not going to be Putin is going to spill his secrets. It's the oligarchs that have kept them, and they're going to use them to barter against. If I was any American who'd done anything with Russia, I'd be scared. Because when after you no longer have your friends in Congress that protect you, where do you go?
Yeah, there was an interview. I can't remember who it was. Remember Dan Coates? He was the DNI.
Mm-hmm.
This guy that was being interviewed, or maybe it came out in a book. Maybe it's part of
Woodward's book.
Woodward's new book. But Dan Coates didn't have any proof.
Mm-hmm.
There was internal communications. Talk was like, you gotta ask, is Trump being blackmailed? Everything you see, and it's like, I believe he's blackmailed, but we have no proof of it. So when the director of national intelligence is questioning whether our former president is
Blackmailed.
it's pretty.
Well, there still are the PP tapes somewhere.
Girl, it's true.
Mm-hmm.
That is what it. Check something. Okay. Okay, starred questions. Okay.
Oh, I have one comment to something someone said. Nebraska Supreme Court's allowed convicted felons to vote, but in Texas we have the same law, but you have to fill out certain paperwork to get your name off the blacklist. And I hope whoever looks into that in Nebraska will make sure they can help them get off paper. I used to help people get off paper.
Karen's mentioning all the traitors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Public right after election loses election name. So I was wondering about the breakdown. He was already sleeping at a town hall the other day.
You didn't see it when he went for 39 minutes. That was the stupidest. If we saw a child behave like that when I was running daycare, we'd immediately call the evaluation services within our county to have them checked. I mean,
I'm gonna see if there's gonna be anything worse. Like,
oh yeah,
like,
is there going to be a worse thing than the 39 minutes?
you know, like a Mitch McConnell moment, freezing, or he actually falls, or something. Let's just see if there's anything worse.
All his MAGA people will say is, "Didn't you see Kamala's hand reach up and trip him?" I mean,
Good point.
like the woman who was arguing that she was strong behind Trump because he's big on the First Amendment, which allows her to keep her guns. We're not talking to an educated crowd here.
It's currently ongoing
Mm-hmm.
because I got the nine of swords, the 10 of coins is like your DNA, what's going on with you,
Mm-hmm.
and my Empress card, which feels like the angelic influence of his downfall,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like the karmic feeling of the ongoing battle of a dementia or Alzheimer's type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have the 5 of cups. So I think it's the big downfall is going to happen after he loses. 5 of cups, Knight of cups, and Page of coins. My Page of coins I usually represents, you know, it's either an influx of new money or new documents coming out or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
A new path. So I'm thinking this is the new path. So, and the 5 of cups is that loss. So I'm thinking after he loses. And then we have a magician coming in. That kind of feels like Jack Smith. Page of swords could be indictments. And then the Knight of swords is my card of law enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
So I think when the law enforcement comes after him after the election, you're going to see a major breakdown.
Okay.
Because once he loses, he knows he's done. He's going to prison. And you're going to see some crazy stuff probably.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Somehow he holds on until after the election.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got in the middle of my cards, I got the Tower. It's going to be his reaction to the ultimate Tower. But believe it or not, he is so sick. He is so deluded. He thinks he's okay. And there are people just letting him feel okay, playing the music he likes to hear. What I couldn't believe is he played Ave Maria after the guy collapsed and appeared to be like having a heart attack. That's not what you play when someone's having a heart attack. Where I grew up, that's what they played at funerals.
Oh.
I'm going to play with my bunnies now. They're smaller cards. They're easier for me to show.
Okay. I don't remember when this is, but there is a rally planning on Madison Square Garden. What can we expect?
He's going to have a rally in one of the biggest venues in the state where he lost, in the area where he lost by 78 or 80% or something. Now that's planning.
Madison Square. Any clue how many that holds? I didn't look it up.
I have no idea.
It feels like
I don't
one.
think it's going to happen. He wants it to happen. He wants to be sitting on the throne. But one of the reasons it doesn't happen is they don't have the money. Because the way they've been filling their venues is to buy people to be in there, and they don't have enough money left. Swords
I was thinking it was
reversed.
it'd be maybe third full.
Mm-hmm. And that's not a venue where you can hide that.
Thank you, Joe. Almost 20,000 capacity.
Okay.
Okay.
Then it's not one of the biggest venues in New York, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think they make a reason for it to not happen.
Okay.
It's either not going to happen or what I got would read nothing. Nothing's going to happen from it happening. So.
Okay. In the past, I got Judgment, Queen of Wands, and Two of Cups. Decisions. For some reason, his campaign think this is going to be good. You know, kind of like I reach another audience or something. Because some kind of cooperation there. It's kind of weird feeling to me. And then I have Nine of Wands, Indecision, Nine of Cups, and High Priestess. For some reason, the campaign thinks this is a good idea to bring more people or more. Maybe they're just delusional. They think they can win New York. There's something about secrets being revealed with that High Priestess.
Do you know how much his campaign manager made? Trump?
Yeah, like 20 some million.
$22 million. I wish somebody would pay me $22 million to do such a brilliant job.
Yeah, Chris Savita made like 22 million off the campaign, and you never hear. It has to be organizing to. Some tickets are $750,000. Holy crap! So then we got Knight of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, and the Star. We got some health issues going on here. There will be some health issues coming to light moving forward. In the end, Knight of Swords. Bringing that strong energy in. Wicked and Wild. Ten of Cups. Oh, it's kind of like going home. For some reason,
maybe to soothe him.
Four of Wands and King of Cups. So this isn't showing it's going to be canceled in my read anyway.
Okay.
It just shows some reason the campaign thinks it's a good thing, like going home. Maybe he's been to so many events in the past at Madison Square Garden, boxing events or something.
Well, is that where they used to do the WWE?
It could be. I don't know. Some reason the campaign just feels as good according to this reading. And I'm not getting a cancellation on my toss, but everything hinges on his health.
Well, it's
actually not a terrible read.
It's not a well screwed in hinge. Susie Buckingham, you made a comment. I'm so sorry about your husband, and you're right. When you have a chronic disease, it's chasing one med to the next. And when they blow up, they can blow up hard. I know my husband was died when he was in his 70s, and we'd had some problems the last couple of years. CC, I will send your question to Sean. I have no idea. It's how many people actually changed it.
Maybe Hulk and Don Old will do wrestling event. Good Lord. Oh, I gotta get rid of that banner. Okay.
Do you want to take the one about will the campaign period become shorter? Because one thing I've heard a lot of people talk about was since Kamala got in at such a short period of time and was able to build up the speed and the momentum. Now, granted, there was already a campaign organization there, but I've heard a lot of journalists talk about our campaigns being shorter, like in Europe. It's back at 10.
I haven't seen that question, but
it's back at 10:34. I know it's hard to go back and look.
Yeah, it's hard to go back there. So the question is,
will the campaign period become shorter?
Okay.
Get your head clear, Scott.
Yes, but that feels like after Kamala's second term. They showed me 2029.
Okay. I feel it's going to be a long drawn out thing, but I think it actually may come up through the states.
Let's see what the cards say, but I tried to ask the guys, show me when or if it is, and they showed me 2029.
She just says will, so I'm just going to go with the will without a timeline on it.
Oh, that would be beautiful. 8-week contest in Australia. It should be basically get your candidates, stop all this nonsense, and then it's a blitz from July to,
I pulled 10 years. It's going to take 10 years to get there. But everybody wants it. Everybody
wants it. Nonsense. All the billions wasted.
They're tired of all the fighting and having to listen to it. They're tired of watching all these fools walk off the cliff for a year. And they just really want people to show who they are in a timely manner so that they can vote.
Yeah, I think there's a whole campaign finance thing that have to shift eventually.
That's what'll probably do it when they
money, timing, everything. It is. It is exhausting.
What happens to the excess campaign money in your state? Do you know?
As far as I know, it just sits in your pot.
Well, in Texas, it does until you don't run again. And then you have to turn it over to an educational institution or a library. You can't even pass it out to your friends. That's why some people are so hesitant to say they're not running. But I think if they can pass laws that protects that money that way, I think they can write laws that say how long you can hold it. We have one guy here in our county who claims to have $25 million in his campaign war chest. And everybody sucks up to him because he says he has 20. I don't know if he does or not. I have no idea. And he's not necessarily a bad guy, but why should he sit there with $25 million and use it to keep candidates out of races? He does that. He'll come in and say, I don't like the candidate you guys have lined up for here. Let's get my little friend, da-da-da. And we don't get good candidates out of it. Until they really, really rein in the time limit on spending the money and the amount of money you can spend. Now, mind you, my son makes a living spending that money, but until they really bring it into something reasonable, it's they're going to want to keep these campaigns drawn out.
Yeah. So I got the Wheel of Fortune, Chariot, Knight of Wands. So yeah, it's something that democracy wants to get done. There will be that life cycle change with Wheel of Fortune. The last card I got is 8 of Swords, so maybe 8 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's nothing definitely on the horizon, but it definitely has traction to get done.
And I think the younger people want it. I don't think they want to be bombarded by weird crap. It kind of grew up around my generation because there was a period of time when campaigns sort of had a season. And and of course, this time it was driven by the fact Trump knew he was going to jail. So
It's Dave Bautista. It was an excellent video. It was cute. Jimmy Kimmel ran it.
What's it about?
He's a ex MMA fighter or something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's basically a video how weak and old Donald is.
Oh yeah.
And he ripped on him good. It was really good. He said he wears more makeup than Dolly Parton.
Mm-hmm.
They even have bigger jugs than Dolly Parton.
Oh, I heard that line. I didn't know where to come from.
But yeah, it ripped on him pretty good. It was funny.
Did you see the string of golf carts and coming out of the villages?
Mm-hmm.
And it was led by Frost, the youngest member of Congress. We need more kids from that generation in Congress because
they have more energy than us.
That's true. Oh.
Like I was getting out of bed every morning. I creak and ache until I get moving.
Well, talk to my wrist about it. I can't shuffle cards.
I told my Nancy I was getting up. She's like, and I'm changing out of
Mhm.
my clothes, and she's like, God, it looks like you hurt. I'm like, yeah. Until I get the WD-40 going, I hurt.
Mm-hmm. I find salon pause helps a lot. I put it on this arm this morning, but
No.
when I re-injure it by shuffling again, it doesn't help. And I worked a party Thursday night, and I read 45 people in 3 hours.
Earth Mama, join the club. I've been in the club.
Yeah.
I've been hard on my body.
Yeah, you've got a hard job. That's why I quit my house.
My current job isn't bad as
Mhm.
far as that, but I played all kinds of sports
That's right.
I played basketball up until I was 45. I'm still playing softball. I ran. I farmed for 20 plus years. I worked my body hard, and it aches now. Okay, the Baltic states. How safe are the Baltic states? How safe are the Baltic states? My guide showed me kind of like Israel, the Iron Dome.
Mm-hmm.
I think NATO was very, very strong and tight.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're pretty safe, but let's see what the cards say.
I see that Russia has thought about charging into those areas with the Knight of Swords, but now they're walking away. They're not going to do it. They don't have the leverage. They're dead. Their country's dead, and they don't have the ability to make the decision to do that anymore. So I think there was a period of time, if Ukraine had gone as badly as everyone thought it was going to go, we owe that country an enormous amount for what they did, for what they're doing right now.
Thanks, Monica. I lived a good life. I lived my dreams. I played hard, been victorious in many things. But yeah, the aches and pains are going to be rough. I'm afraid my last 40 years or whatever the good Lord's given me, it's going to be achy. I have nothing but good cards for the Baltic states, NATO region, whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing in the past is they're united with the 10 of coins, Knight of Cups. That's always a very good card for me. Angelic influence, proposals. It could be travel, but it's protection. And then the 5 of Wands is associated with that. So that's like, the worries, the conflicts. They may be arguing about what may happen. But then moving forward, I had the Ace of Swords, King of Swords, the Magician.
They can take care of themselves.
Yeah,
with the backing they have, they know.
And the outcome cards of the Sun, the 10 of Cups, like they're all family ended together. Queen of Swords. It's being passionate, educated, being ready. Ace of Coins on the bottom of the deck is prosperity, security. So I have no fears of there.
Yeah, my bottom of the deck was, this is my weird deck that has an extra card. It has the happy squirrels.
Good, good. I seen Denmark has all their F-16s they gave the Ukraine are there now. There was some other protections ramping up in another country close. It wasn't Poland. It was another country to the west. I can't remember the name right now, but they were working on,
Lithuania, Estonia.
it could have been one of them. Yeah, they were getting ready. I mean, they're all on high alert and ready. I don't.
My favorite coffee cup was a souvenir cup a friend brought back. He lives in Estonia part-time, but he brought it back to me, and it's a picture of Putin and Trump kissing.
There was also a gathering, either EU or NATO. I can't remember which. Maybe it was the EU. But yeah, they're all standing up and ready to go.
Oh, they met in Berlin with Zelensky.
Yeah, that could have been. Yeah.
And he outlined where they think they're going. That's when the whole map of the 900 villages and everything came out. And he was much further along than they kind of knew, but they were letting him say how much further along they were.
Yeah, it could have been Scholz of Germany, the speaker I read, or something like that. But yeah, they're all in one. Oh yeah, oh, that's right. Germany did give Biden an award. Yeah, excellent.
Rand Paul, that's the name I couldn't remember before. Don't forget Rand Paul's name. He's taken himself completely out of the market, but that guy was up to his ass with the Russians.
Yeah, I can't believe. I mean, he was involved in that drug deal with Ukraine. He was mentioned in the charging documents with Evan Igor.
He carried a letter to Putin.
Yeah.
Or an envelope, which people say may have had money in it. So,
are the two astronauts in the space station going to come safely?
Yes.
Yeah, I get that immediately. Yeah, there's.
But I feel sorry for us. They only take enough clothes for the time they think they're going to be there, and they don't have a laundromat in the space station. So, they must be kind of getting
in November and December time for America. Okay.
Five cards for November and 5 cards for December.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm not gonna rant. I'm gonna shuffle until I feel to stop, and then shuffle again for stab. Let's do 5. 5 November cards.
5. Okay. I'm using my little cards.
Overall energy. We need to know for November. Oh, I know, right, Rossi? Rand Paul had his offices burned conveniently.
Kathy D, we do see all red winning over Cruz.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
November.
Energy in December. Energy in December.
I like them.
Okay. Oh, do. Queen of Coins starts out November. So, the resourceful woman. I think the women come out for democracy. Justice starts happening. So I think we got indictments coming. 5 of coins. I think there's going to be a shakeup associated with these indictments and whatnot. 6 of cups. Everything from the past comes up to haunt people. And then the 8 of cups, people are going to have to be thinking about walking away. So I think women come out in droves, and then starts leading up to accountability for people in the justice realm. And the 5 cards for December. 9 of coins. We start finding balance, but I have the 10 of wands. There's a lot of burdens, a lot of heavy energy. But we get rid of the devil. We have a victory. 6 of wands. The 3 of wands, I think we're starting to come back together because I think the devil's gone. I got the devil in the end here. The devil's gone in the end. So I think we're releasing some bad energies there in December. Because when I come under the 9 of coins, that's everything is coming to fruition then. 9 of coins balances. It brings functionality, releasing those heavy burdens. It's got victory and 3 of wands. It feels like that coming together.
Yep.
And then we had that devil.
Well,
I think we're getting rid of the devil in December and trying to come together. All right, your turn.
November, I see that everybody's kind of riding into battle, but by the end of the month, everybody's feeling very much like lovers. Let's all get together. But they're not going to forget the divisions that were sown here. But we're going to begin to plant new crops, 7 of Pentacles, and money, and people are going to be much more generous and understanding towards each other. But that's November. But in December, the Magician shows up, the really interesting, fun things, and it's going to look at the things that the moon uncovers in its light. It's not going to be the tower we expect to happen, but the tower energy is there. And people are going to be looking to the wise people to know how to move forward. But it's going to be the end of a lot of heartache. It's going to be the end of waking up every day thinking, oh my God, what shit thing did they say today?
What shit thing did they say today? Okay, this is kind of a.
Oh, if gets fired, your staff is gone. I mean, they're hired by you, and they're not.
Right.
So now sometimes someone in a district next to them will say, "This person is doing a good job in the ground in our state," and they'll hold on to them. But it's like when Santos got fired. His whole staff was kicked out. I mean, they locked the doors. That's it. You're locked out.
I guess maybe the question is, will they leave quietly or fight it to the very end?
If they're staffers, they'll try to get the hell out with nobody knowing their name.
Well, I don't think this really. Well, I'm not going to look at the staffers. We know that. Okay. They have to go too. I'm talking about, let's say Marjorie Taylor Greene is indicted. Is she going to resign quietly, or is she going to fight it to the very end like Santos until they boot it?
It depends on how they get rid of him. Santos didn't really fight all that hard at the end. His little the woman that was his spokesperson, she was immediately on MSNBC. I mean, she was trying to she wasn't very good, so she didn't get a slot with him. But
you know what I mean. He collected a paycheck until they removed him.
Oh, Yeah, you can't do. I mean, until they're removed, it's like so did Menendez when he
Yeah.
was sitting in court every day. He was collecting a paycheck.
But he finally resigned.
Yes,
But they had collected a paycheck for quite a while.
right. And
Here's
because
the
he
question:
served,
are they
well,
going to fight it, or they
because
just
he served as long as he did, he's going to get a pension,
even if he's a criminal?
even if well, that's a law they've looked at changing before.
Oh, okay. Oh, let's see. Truth comes out. Knight of Coins. Let's say that's the indictments and whatnot. Eight of
Uh-huh.
Swords. Eight of Swords being restricted. And then I have Nine of Cups, Strength, Emperor.
Mhm.
It seems like fighting it. Ace of Coins, Queen of Coins, and Magician. I think the law is on that. They're on the wrong side of the law there.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like to me. In the end, 10 of Wands, heavy burdens, lovers, their connections, the world, and death. Overall, it feels like a fight, but
Mhm.
they will have to, with the death card being the last one, they're gone. It's an
Yeah.
ending. The world is the culmination of everything they've done. The connections, the heavy burdens. So overall, the read feels like they're going to fight it and not just walk away.
Mhm.
But the ending will come. So it feels like a fight, kind of like a Santos or Menendez. They're not going to just walk away.
No.
I mean, I'm a duck, the devil.
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean, like if they let's say MTG wins a race, well, she probably won't be seated if she gets indicted, and she'll have no choice. It's the current ones that are continuing.
The senators who didn't have to face an election and are
Right.
sworn in.
That kind of feeling, yeah. They will hang on more so than the other ones.
Mhm.
Did you throw cards or you just going away feeling? I didn't know.
The question to me seemed, does her office help leave? Yes, I know. My daughter was working for
Okay.
the commissioner who lost his seat, and she was allowed to stay till the last day he was legally in office.
Oh, what's his name? Trudeau.
Yeah.
You see that?
What?
Yeah. Trudeau said this Peterson dude and Tucker Carlson are paid by Russia.
Yep.
Basically.
Yeah, I think. Well, let's see. See if Russia's gonna if Tucker's gonna go down. How could he not be paid Russia? What Russian news person have you heard come over here and make a advertisement for Walmart? You know?
I know, right? We already know Benny Johnson and Tim Pool and this other dude. I can't remember the name. DOJ indicted them, the Russians, not them yet, but
well, if they got them, then they got who they were paying. You know, theoretically, I mean, you would think that.
Oh, thank you, Lady Life. Bless you.
Tucker's done. Tucker's done.
We want Tucker to be done. Oh, well, these flew out, so I'm going to keep them.
I got the 7 of the swords on the bottom of the deck. He's been stealing stuff for a long time, which is truth and integrity. I got it's been an unhappy Tucker can't go home again. He's going to have the 3 of swords going to break his heart. He's not going to get anything he wants. He has the Five of Swords reversed. He's not allowed to have any weapons to work on this. And his gravy train's over. The Ten of Pentacles reversed. He's done.
I think our government is already investigating all these right-wing trolls connected. So yeah, in the bottom of the deck, I have a tower. So in my mind, the tower is the worst card you can have. In any case, I never read it as a good thing. Never ever. I just leave that one. That one and the Ten of Swords. You're done. And then I have, yes, these are the two that fell out. The Devil and the Ten of Coins.
Oh dear.
Yes, he's getting paid by Russia. And then this is why I think the government's already looking at him. I got the Hierophant, Page of Swords, Five of Coins. Our government investigations new, and the money, losing money, what the money's come from. So yeah, the rest of it is all like King and Queen of Wands influence. So I think that's the manipulation feeling of what they're doing with their platforms. But yeah, these ones that flew out in the bottom, he's done. He's done. They're all over investigating him. And the others, you know, with when DOJ indicted those two Russian nationals that funded money to that Tennessee company, and now they're trying to figure out if, you know, like Tim Pool and Benny Johnson were actually knew they were getting paid. So they got to get in there and find the dirt, the emails, and all that stuff. If they're willing idiots or they actually knew. It's all about the greed. They don't care what it does to the American people. They just took that $1 million and floated. Oh, it's ridiculous. Tucker Carlson didn't have to do it. He could just walked away. He's got plenty of money. Still got his $20 million a year from Fox News for 4 years because of the contract. He didn't need to do anything, but no, he thinks just continue the BS. It's unbelievable. These people. 127. One more question.
Okay.
Do you see anything in the star? Do you want to tackle?
Looking for ones that were starred.
I won't do that one. Take care of that one. Bibby? CC's question there?
Which one?
That one. Bibby and the former guy. The idiot keeps talking about, oh, yeah, I talked to Putin. Yeah, I talk to Bibby daily. That's treasonous activity for a non-elected leader to be doing that.
This is why presidents usually disappear after their elections, because they're not out playing in the world they used to play in.
Okay. What cards? I'll grab these.
Are we going to do the final question? Musk's help?
No, PBS has good.
Confirming?
Yeah, let's see what the reading cards say about Musk's involvement
in all the shenanigans.
Internationally, whatever. So basically, it's a reading on Musk's dirty deeds.
Really, it's a reading on
Hey, Linda.
Trump trying to pull us into a war.
Yeah, if it's meant to be talked about, I'm sure it'll come out in the cards. Okay. Musk.
Okay. I want to know what part of an atomic bomb wouldn't burn me up. Musk thinks he lives in, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Dark, dirty secrets.
Right. I see it's tower time for him. He thinks he's living, he's as delusional as Trump. He thinks he's living in the Nine of Pentacles. I've got everything I want. He's really a misogynist because he really doesn't like women. He's got the Empress upside down. But he thinks he's sitting in his glory times and that he's the Knight of Cups. So yeah, he helped. And he thinks he's a hero for doing it because his brain's really twisted.
So you get he's just twisted, huh?
Yeah. I don't think he sits down and contemplates being evil.
Okay. Queen of Swords, Five of Wands, and the Star in the past. Feels like he thinks he can be a star. You know, he can be this maniac leader. It feels like he thinks he's untouchable in the past. All these cards kind of show people of standing up and being qualified. You know, just being the almighty. So then I get Lovers, Six of Swords, and Hierophant. He's made a lot of connections with leaders around the world. It feels like the world, you know, governments. And he thinks these connections can make profitable things, you know, Six of Swords about moving forward, good times, whatever. But he thinks these connections he's made is profitable. Right? Then moving forward, 10 of Coins, security, Queen of Pentacles, world security, and the Moon, dirty dealings. Outcome, Nine of Cups. He thinks there's a celebration available. The Devil, that's not a good dirty deeds. Knight of Swords, the devil made me do it. He's compromised. And the Knight of Pentacles. I think these are the dirty dealings he's done around the world. I think there's compromise on him. He thinks he can get out of things with all his. I think he's in bed with Saudi and other countries. Look at this. The devil made me do it. So I think it's the compromise, whatever. Well, I think there's foreign countries assisted him with getting Twitter, I think.
Oh, Saudis wanted Twitter to go away because that's something they couldn't control about how information inside their country was getting out. They really hated it.
So I think it all started out with Musk was just he wanted to be this bigger than life. That card did look like Eon, yeah. It started out he just wanted to be this powerful person. Being the almighty, bigger than life. And then he got into these corrupt dealings. You know, people got compromise on him, got leverage over him. So everything he's doing is to stay out of trouble.
Right.
So I think he's got dealings with Qatar and Bibi and everywhere. Musk, I think he's got you know, the same as 45, same realm. And he's hoping if 45 is elected, he can be in that crew and not get no responsibility held. I think he's in trouble if 45 doesn't get elected.
Oh yeah.
the
Well,
Republic.
I'm sure they're going to start re-looking at the contracts he's gotten from the government.
So he's basically doing a desperate streak.
Mm-hmm.
And same reason 45 is running. So they're one and the same.
Mm-hmm.
You're right, Amy. He is. Muscolini is an awful person. FCC is asking for alternatives to Starlink. Interesting. Good. There needs to be competition.
Mm-hmm.
135. We already looked at November and December energy. Let's just look at the week energy for our toss to end the live.
Okay. You mean from Monday the 21st to
Start voting. We get out there.
Yeah,
Early
guys,
vote,
almost every state's, if you have early voting, almost all of them open this week. So make sure you get out there and vote. Yeah, we have often thought that it's a puppet they put up, and that's how the oligarch. But how he can still get people thrown out of windows and stuff.
I think it's just the Kremlin.
Mm-hmm.
I did a channeling, and then I quit doing it, but this was years ago. Whatever. I believe he's gone.
Yeah, I saw someone putting the hot shot in his arm. So.
Yeah, what is that? We all remember when we were seeing him being ill or shaking or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was gone maybe 4 to 6 months after that. It's been a long time. I think it's been I don't think it's been him. I don't believe it. So I'm gonna grab my Oracle deck. I haven't used this in a long time. My ET deck.
I'm gonna pull an Oracle card.
Good, Jane. Okay. So I'm using my ET Oracle deck.
That's a beautiful deck. If you haven't gotten one, contact Scott. He'll tell you how to find one.
Yeah, I got plenty of them left. I have no tarot decks.
Shortage of decks.
But I have like 30 of the Oracle left.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, this is kind of like the Oracle of the Tower.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like the unexpected changes that happen in your life. Make sure you always go with the flow. Don't get excited. Don't get down. Just take everything as it goes and take the challenge head on. Remember to always love yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, be happy. And that our ancestors are always with us.
Mm-hmm.
They're there to love and support us. We're not alone.
Really? That sounds good. Okay. The card I pulled for the coming week is Inner Wisdom. That's kind of one of the ugliest cards in this deck, but it's got a great thought. Let's see. We got round. Okay. Inner Wisdom. When you've called upon this card today to let you know that the wisdom you are searching for is within you, it's easy at times to look outside ourselves for guidance and answers. However, right now, you have the wisdom of knowing from within. You are connected to the all-knowing divine wisdom of the universe, and that wisdom is available to you at all times. Have you been looking for answers outside yourself? Are you getting conflicting messages? Are you challenged when you're listening to them? Use your own tuition. It's time to look within ourselves. It's time for us to take responsibility. And that is Mother Gaia. And the crystal that it's made, that's aligned with this card, is goethite, which I've never seen, and it awakes inner wisdom. What's it like? It doesn't even show a piece of it on there. It assists with the connection of the inner realms of the earth. It provides for wisdom from our ancestors. So it's trust yourselves.
Yeah, there you go. All right, you want to take this one quick?
Yeah.
You're the master of tarot. And
Mhm.
right? EFH didn't know the difference.
Oh, okay. In a traditional, well, in a tarot deck, there's always going to be 78 cards. Now there are occasionally weirdos that put extra cards in, but traditionally, there's 70. They'll add an extra wand or a cup, or I have one that puts happy squirrels, which is supposed to be the ultimate card in this deck that tells you to be happy. Well, there's lots of other cards, but I teach tarot. I'm teaching a class right now, and basically you have the suits, the cups, the wands, the coins, and the swords, and they all mean different things. Like cups are emotions, and wands are actions, and pentacles are what's physically here and really money, and swords are air or thought. And then there's 21 cards that start with the Fool and they end with the World. And when you follow them up, when you line them all up in numerical order, it's actually the journey we all go through in our lives. We start out as nothing, just this amorphous zero fool out there. And then we come in as a magician where we bring in the power of life. Then we have male and female images come up. Then we learn about the structure of the world, which is the Hierophant. And then so we kind of know what we're supposed to do. And then we run into the lovers. And the lovers doesn't mean lovers in the traditional sense. It means lovers as in you're making your own choice. And the way I always explain this to my class is, you've learned what mama said, you learned what daddy said, you've learned the rules of the world, you kind of got all that down. Then you hit the card, the lovers. And I guarantee you, when you decided to become someone's lover, you didn't call mama and daddy and say, should I do this? That's when you start to make your own decisions. And then the rest of the cards flow forward. When we make our decisions, we get enlightened, we fall down. We all fall down. We all have tower moments. And the card that shows up right after the tower is the Star. And it says that tower moment enlightened us, what happened there. So you'll find all those cards in a tarot deck. What's an oracle deck? An oracle deck is a deck created by someone who had visions of what they wanted to say, and they put them in cards. Sometimes I'm the only person who puts oracle things in stones, but they're not a set rules. They have their own. This one is very interesting about crystal medicine. I have an oracle deck that's nothing but crystals, and it goes to the essence of what each of those crystals means. And you try to pull your oracle deck for what you think people want to have. You got this card today because I worked at a party on Thursday night, and when I was unpacking my bag, this is the one I put on my desk. So we're going to take that the universe wanted us all to have that one today. But I actually have more oracle decks than I do tarot decks, and tarot decks can take all kinds of forms, like this one that's the traditional images, my bunny images, but they all mean, at the end of the day, those cards in tarot mean the same thing. And when you learn them, you bring your life experiences into the deck. And that's what the people who learn to read from me learn, is how to bring their life experiences into the deck and how to read from their own experience. So,
yeah, the way I did my oracle is it's just life situations.
Mm-hmm.
And you would pull out a few cards just to get an explanation of what you need need in your life.
Right.
Like this one here, I have release, have a cry.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically a meaning of it's okay to cry. If you're struggling, just release it.
Mm-hmm.
Let it go. These are all just different situations in life where you may need a pick-me-up or understanding. This card is open your mind, learn daily, and teach by experience.
Mm-hmm.
Everything happens in our life to learn, grow, have experience. And then since it's an ET oracle, I put in different classes or groups like Andromedans, Pleiadians, whatever. Andromeda is about manifesting your dreams. It's like maybe you're not looking forward. You're not putting the right energy into your energy field to grow. So these are all just like if you're struggling, remember the good times. This is kind of like the Six of Cups. But if you're struggling, use visualization to remember a good time, whether it's when you got married, when you had a child, when you tickled your child and they just laughed like crazy for the first time. You get that mindset of those wonderful times and it enlightens you. So that's what I did for my oracle cards. Here's another one. Love and connect with other souls. Find your soul family. Be with ones that enlighten you, not ones that bring you down.
Right.
So those are ones. I'll go one more. Well, here's your card. I always say, bringing crystals in your life. Crystals have healing therapies. You may need to grab some crystal. Here's for light energy and using Reiki. If you pull this card, you might want to see a Reiki person to help release things. Remember to bring in light into your life. That's how I did my oracle cards.
Yeah, and I always say, remember something you giggle about. Just something that makes you giggle. No matter how ridiculous it is, it just helps you. And that'll kind of get you through.
Feldenkrais method.
Feldenkrais. I'm sure we're not saying it right, Scott.
Yeah, probably not. Kathy D likes to remember the happy memories of raising your daughter and the grandkids. Happy, sunny, laughing, the bright memories.
Yeah, focus on your successes. We all have them. The problem is we're all raised to look for the red mark on the page instead of the answer we got right.
There you go.
So everybody have a wonderful Sunday and enjoy.
Yeah, blessings, everyone. Thanks for hanging with us.
Bye-bye.